Thanks for clicking on our video. I'm Liz.
And I'm Jason, and we are the Runaway Parents.
In 2018, we sold our house and moved into an RV.
This RV, as a matter of fact.
But we got a lot of questions about why, so we thought we would walk you through
From the beginning.
And we documented the whole process of this transition from living a normal life to living in an RV with 4 of our 6 kids. So we're gonna go ahead and show you all that. But first, let's give a little backstory. Like, how did this all come about?
Okay, so let's go back a few years. We decided we wanted to start up our own company, doing paintless dent repairs. We take dents out of cars, like door dings, shopping cart dents, things of that nature. So we decided to start up that business, knowing that eventually we would probably transition to where I was able to travel and go away from just home base to try and make some money. And it took a few years to get things built up to where I could go off and do those things. Finally, we reached that point, but rather than just ditch the family and be gone for months on end, decided let's just drag them along and have them be part of the journey.
Right, so initially when we discussed it, it was going to be like he would go away for like 6 months and bring enough money home to where he would be off for 6 months. And that was like an okay thought, but then like we packed on more children and that thought became less appealing. And so I was like, well, is there a way for us to like go with you? And so we started thinking about it a few years ago. Well, what if we just bought an RV and like stayed wherever you were for those 6 months, and then I'd bring the kids back when they were back in school, and if you needed to stay you could, but we'd have the house still. And then honestly, I was kind of like getting itchy.
Want to move, get out.
Yeah, I
try
did.
something different.
I did. I wanted to like, had our house, we loved our house, it was awesome, but we needed something different.
Yep.
And so I came home from a girls trip one day with a friend who had already sold their house and was living in an RV next to their sister's house. So envious of that. And then it's like, wait a second, why can't we do that? Like, this is what we were thinking about doing anyways. We had always had dreams of like RVing without the kids, but we're like, why not do it with the kids? So that night I was up all night looking at RVs to see
True.
how like doable it was. And I came home the next day and I said to him, what do you think about this? What did you think when I said that?
It's a fun idea, but reality is never going to happen.
Right. So we went through all the things. Okay, should we sell the house? Should we rent out the house? Like, I don't want any ties back to having to worry about that. We really don't want to be landlords and all that stuff.
Try something different. Fresh start. Just clean cut.
We wanted to reset our life, determine if we wanted to stay where we were, go to another state.
We called it the reset for a long time.
Yeah. We're just going to
wanted
reset
to push
life.
that button, reset, start over.
So along the way, we went ahead and re-recorded our reaction to it. We have the whole process of the house. It was way more emotional than I thought it was, and not for reasons I thought it was going to be. So we documented along the way, and that's what this video is. 6 months in this little video for you. So let's watch through it, and then we'll comment on it. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay, so this is where we sat down, and we were actually going to announce it to you guys. Let's film this. Deep breaths. Okay, so we have an announcement. Talk to the people.
We're adding another addition to the family.
Shut the front door.
Okay.
Okay. What's running through your head? We're crazy.
That's all I think about.
I know.
We're crazy.
Mhm.
We are crazy.
Way crazy. So we have come to a decision about our life. Okay, so Jason and I have been talking, and this kind of has been like a dream, but never thought it was gonna happen anytime soon. I kind of feel like we've been just chasing that dream of being comfortable and having a nice big house and nice cars. We have like 6 different vehicles, an RV, how many motorcycles?
About half a dozen.
And 4-wheelers and a million toys. I just gave my sister an entire, how many gallons is that tote? Huge tote. I'm talking like those massive size totes of just 0 to 3 of clothes. Boy clothes.
Not girl.
No,
clothes.
just boys. So I think we're just having overabundance, and the kids are bored because we're not like doing stuff with them, because we're just trying to get your homework done and do your chores and go to bed on time, and instead of like actually experiencing.
There's just so much to do with the keep up that you're constantly doing the keep up and not enjoying what you have.
We got to a point where we're like,
how does everybody do this?
Yeah.
How
does everybody do it with time? Maybe I'm just poor at managing my time, but I don't see there's any way to take care of everything I need to.
Like, I feel like you have more time with our family than most men, because that's what we decided to do when we started our own business. That was the reason why we started it.
Right. Most of it was find a way to be home more, but still make enough of an income to have the lifestyle that we want.
It's nice to be involved in your kids' life. What we are doing is getting a lot more involved in our kids' lives. We kind of just got to a point where we're surrounded and overwhelmed with stuff, things.
Stuff's not bringing us happiness.
No.
Adventures have.
Experiences. So we are getting rid of everything. Selling our house, selling all of our vehicles, buying an RV, and traveling for a year. That's crazy.
Having an adventure.
We're gonna go on an adventure. A big fat adventure.
California, here we come.
California, East Coast, maybe some Canada.
Definitely Canada.
We're gonna be an RVing family.
We are committed to 1 year hitting the road.
Yep.
4 kids, the 2 of us. That gives each of us like 75 square feet of space. If we get a big one. Yeah.
Each kid right now has their own room. Like, there's plenty of space for everybody here. And I still feel overwhelmed. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, but it's so fun.
The only way around it. It's gonna be
No, it's gonna be totally nuts. Like, we are crazy. We get that. Like,
we haven't figured out the details.
We haven't figured out, but we're gonna figure it out as we go along.
No clue how this works.
We want more time with each other. We want those relationships. We realize our kids are growing up so quickly, and we just want more time with them. So why not do it now as opposed to when they're out of the house?
So we came to the realization that they don't really remember Christmas in terms of opening up presents and what they got. They don't remember these things. But when we talk to them, they remember when we go camping at this place or camping at that place. So that's the thought, is before they get older and
have no interest in
us, realize how cool we're not.
Right now we're actually they want to spend some time with us. So our oldest 2 are out of the house, and then the oldest of the youngest that's left is 11. And so this is tween age, so pretty soon we're gonna get to a point where she really doesn't need to be with us. Right now she does, very much so. So why not take the next year or however long? We are just crazy enough to bite the bullet and do it now.
I think everything we do in life, we just find an idea we like and go for it. And this is no different than anything else we've done.
Yep.
Just found something that sounds entertaining, but we're gonna run for it.
Figure it out. Yep, wing it all. We try to be like as responsible as we possibly can in our decisions. Obviously we're not completely willy-nilly, but we're also not crippled by the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
And I used to be, and you used to be too. And I feel like when we kind of let that go, we started our own business.
We adopted 2 kids.
We adopted 2 kids, like everything. Everything that we've done, that we've had a hunch or a feeling that we should have done and we did it, we've never regretted.
Nope.
And obviously I already do the YouTube thing, and so we will be documenting it all because that's the fun of it. And hopefully it'll make for a crazy adventure to watch, because we're excited about it.
That's as much as we know.
Yep, that's as much as we know. We're gonna start to look at RVs to see what fits our family the best.
In RVs, we mean fifth wheels.
Fifth wheels, toy trailers, toy haulers,
toy
because we have toys. We're big into toys, and so we need that. So that's what we're gonna be looking into, and we'll take you along that journey too. That should be fun. We'll homeschool the kids. I've never done homeschooling, and we'll figure that out along the way as well.
Yeah, figure it out.
I kind of want to open up the channel more than just motherhood.
Right. Make it more about real life. What's going on in life? What's going on in our relationship? What's going on in the family relationship? How do we make things work? How do we find things are not working?
Yeah.
Kind of what are we figuring out along the way?
Yeah. Neither of us are too proud to say that we have no freaking clue what we're doing in life. The first time you buy a house, you figure it out. The first time you start a business, you figure it out. The first time you have a kid, you figure it out. That's kind of just, our motto is just winging it and like figuring it out as we go and trying not to stress about it. I don't know, we like to be fun people, and so we have so many things that we want to do just for like our family to like experience and remember them, to film it. Yeah.
And then we have something for the kids to look back on to remember those experiences.
Right.
Because probably for you too, but for me, some of the memories I remember as growing up as a kid are ones when I can see a photo of it. But this is a step further, and we're seeing a video and bringing back those emotions, those feelings that we're going through during the event. So
that's our announcement. Surprise! We are taking the show literally on the road. Oh, we forgot to mention, in the meantime, as we're doing all of this, will be working out of town.
So she gets to do it all.
It's gonna be so fun. So next few months, Jason will be doing his thing and I'll be doing my thing. And then hopefully by the end of summer, we'll be out of here. I want to be out of here before it gets cold.
You heard it. Before it gets cold, we're out. Because we're coming.
Coming to see you.
Okay, so our original plan was to be out of there before it got cold. It was way cold.
Kind of did.
Nuh-uh. It was Thanksgiving.
There was not snow on the ground.
Guess there was, like a couple days before we left. It was like a light dusting and there's some in the mountains. Yes. Our original plan was to be in New York for the fall. So we were thinking September of leaving and then just heading over there.
But that didn't work.
Didn't happen. Okay, so once we made this decision, I started like purging everything. That was the first step for me. That was something that I could do. That was something active immediately could get to.
For me, it was more financial. Like, how am I going to make this work financially when we hit the road? So doing hailstorms, when there's the hailstorms come through, they damage the cars and I can repair those. So I wanted to try that. Well, right after we made this decision, there was a hailstorm in Idaho. So off I went to Idaho, started knocking on doors, trying to get something set up and try it out. Was able to make it work. So,
but hold on, you're downplaying that, because let's say the entire process was guided, let's use that word.
Yeah.
Was like very just like smooth, supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So when we had this decision, like it was like a week later that a hailstorm hit just a few hours away from our house up in Idaho. Now if it was any further than that, I would have said no, because like you can't leave as I'm trying to do all this. But it was close enough that if he needed to, he could run home on weekends, but far enough away that he wasn't home every day, so that way he could just bust it out, like get as much work done as possible. So that happened. And he would come home on like every few weekends to help me with this process. That we could go check out RVs together.
Good morning. It is a beautiful, rainy Saturday. Good morning. We are on our way today to look at trailers and trucks for our adventure. It'll be the new trailer that we live in. Adventure. So thank you. Dali.
Hi.
Reavers and Addie. We're going to look at trailers. Ooh, Dali, will you pull your buckle up to your nipples, please?
Yeah.
Thanks. Hi.
Oh, we've got some.
Daddy's here. Easy one to
I
tell
made
you.
it.
Yeah, he's back from Idaho, hanging out with us. He's back for the weekend.
Came back to go shopping.
Came back to go shopping, yes.
What one was this? Solitude.
Okay, so we've been looking at toy haulers, but Jason is interested in this one because it has a double slide out in the bedroom. So, that's not a bedroom. That's not a bedroom. Oh, this is massive. I like. Pull out sofas. Okay. Cute, cute. I've never really been a huge fan of the dinettes, but I actually like this. Okay, this might be an option because I really wanted a toy hauler, but maybe there's another way to do this. We'll see what Jason thinks. Come on in, Daddy.
It's teeny.
Shut it. This is the toy hauler part. Double beds here. We can still have the desk.
Couch bed. Couch bed.
Now this is small, but this is open. Feels too small. It's got the 4-seater here too.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. Yeah.
Kind of got your kitchen, your stove, your sink.
What do you think, Daddy?
It's quite classy.
You like it? Is this the one?
All right, we did the RV. Now she wants to look at trucks.
Which one?
That one. Yep.
The girl? Okay. 3 seats. Space in the back for the children. Okay, I'm short though. How am I supposed to get up? How are you supposed to get up in this thing?
Okay, so we checked out a lot of trucks, a lot of RVs. We spent about 6 months finding the RV that we wanted. We went and looked at them in person. We checked online.
Hundreds of hours online.
But like we knew we were gonna live in it, and we wanted it to be exactly what we wanted. Like I knew what we wanted that day. Like that day I decided. But the trucks were a little bit trickier. It took us 2 days before we closed on the house to find the truck. It had seat 6, and it couldn't be ugly.
And it's not allowed to be ugly, so sorry anybody that owns a Dodge, but your truck is ugly.
I refuse. I'm sorry. Sorry, don't hate us, please. To each their own. But
You ugly.
I think Dodges are ugly. So I was like, Ford is fine. It's okay. Let's do that. So the truck didn't happen till right before we left. So hang on for that one, because I think it's pretty.
We were kind of close.
Yeah, way close. Okay, so in between looking at the RVs, we decided what we wanted, so we kind of knew, so we spent a little bit of time doing that, and then just like looking online after that to find it and to find it for a good price. But I continued to purge the house and do garage sales. So our entire garage was full of a bunch of
Stuff to sell.
stuff to sell.
Okay, so I'm beat. And look back there. That's next week.
No.
Say hi.
Over there.
I've been here all day long selling the stuff that we have, like the Scentsy stuff and the new stuff. And I'm exhausted. It's hot. Hold on. Let me show you. So we're just all set up waiting for people to come in. And then next week we will get to all of this stuff that is used stuff. But I did want to like separate the stuff that's brand new, never been touched, and then do a big old garage sale next week. It's feeling good getting to get rid of things. It's almost like addictive because like it feels good to just get rid of stuff. So next week we will do a big old garage sale, and after that I think I'll be donating it to shelters and things like that.
Okay, so over the years, we have stored in our, it was what, a four and a half car garage. We have stored, I used to sell Scentsy, so like totes and totes of Scentsy stuff, like totes and totes. And I used to do reviews for Amazon sellers, and so I had so many duplicates of things. I would do the review and then somebody else would send me something else that was identical, and so I already took the pictures, I already did all. Anyways, so I had so many things that were brand new in packages still. And then on top of that, we had our stuff that we weren't going to be using or taking, so we had to sell the used stuff too.
Stuff we just didn't have room for, like we had 6 kayaks. That way we could take the whole family out. Well, there's not room for 6 kayaks in a trailer, so.
Okay, so we're sitting out here at the garage sale. It's later in the day, and a lot of stuff is gone. I'm exhausted. Have you been impressed with the turnout?
Very impressed. I bet we've had 100 people.
That's crazy. I didn't think that many people would come.
A lot of people.
But since noon, everybody's gone now. We've got stuff left, but a lot of it's gone. They just need to pick it up. And whatever's left, we're probably just donating.
Charity.
Okay, so after we got everything cleaned up, ready, we pulled the trigger, we put the house on the market. I was a complete nervous wreck because it had come down to this: what if we didn't sell? And then I almost crapped my pants when it sold in 4 days. So I was having a bit of anxiety with
4 days of absolute stress. No one's giving us an offer. Our house is never going to sell. This is not happening.
nice to me.
Then we get the offer.
Was
What
with
the
3
heck?
days.
Or, yeah, 3 days, and then
Yeah.
it was like, oh my gosh, the house is sold.
And then it
And
was
all
like
this
a,
stress ensues from that.
well, yeah, and then it's like a hit. This is really happening. Oh my goodness, do we really want to do this? We could still pull out if we wanted to. Like all those things. Like I'm selling my family home. I brought 3 babies home and 2 foster kids, and I did adoption here. And we had sisters live with us and best friends live with us. This was where all of the memories were made, and we're giving it up.
Yep. I think that was the hard part, was the memories that were there. The house itself, to this day, I still don't really miss the house.
Right.
But the memories,
Yeah.
that was going to be, we thought would be the hard part, and that has been the hard part.
Yeah. So I wanted to take time because I was literally burnt out. He had been gone for 6 months. In the end, it would have been 6 months doing his thing, and I was with the kids and started homeschooling and doing the whole house, packing, selling, doing everything by myself except for when he would come home on weekends. And I had pushed myself as far as I possibly could go mentally, and then I didn't have time to like mourn it, to like grieve. So when that happened, we got the offer on the house, and we were staying in a hotel because I did not want to have, like, literally the kids would mess it up every 5 seconds and I had to clean it. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to live in a museum. Let's just go to a hotel.
So luckily it was only 3 days. So we
yes. But then I didn't have to like wipe down and like vacuum every 5 seconds. And it was, they are tornadoes. And so I didn't have to clean up the tornado because it was at a hotel. And so I was like, will you take the kids back to the hotel so I can have time, just a night to myself, cry if I need to, and let it all out. I wanted to document this for myself, to remind myself later, and I didn't know if I was going to share it with you guys, but I document pretty much everything, and so I decided to share it with you just because if this is something that someone is planning on doing, I wanted them to know that their feelings are normal, and so that's what this is.
Had Jason take the kids to the hotel tonight so I could kind of like process everything. I want to be able to process through everything so it doesn't like catch up with me later. I remember buying the house knowing I wanted to do foster care and fill it up. And we did that. We did everything we planned on doing. But like so much time has passed since then. So many people have lived here, so many memories, holidays, so many good times. I'm not attached to the house. I'm attached to the memories and the traditions that we've created, and I'm really scared for the future. Like, I'm excited for the future, but I'm really scared for it too. Like, I'm scared to know if we're like gonna mess things up. What if we're taking all the money that we're making off of the house and putting it into the trailer and the truck for traveling, and then what happens if we kind of screw ourselves over? And it's not like we're losing it, we're giving it up. I'm just gonna take some time, process through it all, because I need to get past the sad before I can really fully immerse in the happy. And it's so happy. It's a new adventure and I'm excited for it. But I am sad to lose the comforts that we have here.
So the following morning, everyone came in and that's what this is. How was your sleep last night, guys?
Good.
Did you guys know we got a new house?
Oh, you did? No.
The trailer yesterday.
We went and saw it yesterday.
We
Yeah.
bought it.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna bring it to our house to here, so
Yeah.
we can put it all together. No.
Yeah, and we get to put the new bedding on it.
So we actually got an offer like 3 days after we put it up, and we could have closed a week ago, but for us it just would have been better to not have to like stay at a KOA or something. So we opted to stay in the house and then close as soon as we could. So the buyers on the house closed today. We will close on Monday. And on Monday, we go get our trailer. It will be delivered here on Monday. I start moving in. Jason, Tuesday, Wednesday, I move everything in. Then Thursday is obviously Thanksgiving. We have to be out by Thanksgiving. Okay, so we are back home now after doing the final walkthrough for the trailer. And on the way home, we were looking at trucks. Jason hasn't been able to find the truck that he wanted until today. You almost skimmed past it. I had you go back and look at it. He's like, oh, what's this one? It's exactly what he wants.
Yep. So I wanted a new body style Ford dually, and then everybody had an XLT, meaning cloth interior, no fun bells and whistles, no adjustable brake pedals, nothing exciting, just plain Jane truck.
But
so
he's extra.
Well, no, it's you. You're extra and want like extra. So.
Okay, I do like extra. It's prettier. This one's prettier.
So, I've given up on finding a nice one. So we decided to see how much it was to go to the next package.
That was too much.
Too expensive.
I wanted lesser miles. He didn't care about the miles. Says miles on trucks doesn't really matter, or like, you know, these types of trucks. And I want the security of having less miles because we're going to be running a lot of miles on this thing. So we haven't been able to find something with lower mileage and everything that he wanted.
Compromise.
Until today.
So a little bit more miles, but all the bells and whistles, not all, some bells and whistles, enough that it's acceptable.
We were talking about it and saying how it's kind of crazy because before he even he got one picture of it and you can't see the interior, and he said, if this turns out to be the one that I want, I'm gonna I'm gonna laugh because everything so far has just perfectly gone into place. Everything for this, From the second we decided to do it, everything for work, for the house, for the trailer, everything. And so this was the last piece, and it looks like it's gonna work out. Yeah, we have a broken bone along the way, but that's okay.
Let's go look at it in the morning and see if somebody's lying to me or if it's a good truck.
So he's gonna go up in the morning. We are back home now, and this little guy just had to run to the doctor. Tell me why. What happened?
Broke my bone.
Tell me how it happened.
I was swinging on the
Hammock?
yeah, and it snapped, so I broke my bone and had to go to the doctors.
Yeah, and they took a picture.
Mhm.
Did it hurt, buddy? It didn't hurt? Do you know the doctor said you were so brave because he was touching it and you didn't even cry or anything. He's like, wow, he didn't believe that it was broken. But we took an x-ray and the x-ray says it's broken, huh? Yeah, and then what's gonna happen in a couple days?
I'll start gonna move.
He's dang cute. He's so cute. It's crazy watching it because it's been almost a year and these kids have grown up so much since then. That little chubby face. So, yeah, he broke his bone, but luckily it was an easy heals on its own kind of a thing.
Yep.
The next day, Jason went and bought the truck.
Well, it's super windy. You probably can't hear me, but I just got to Idaho and taking the truck out for a test drive. So far, I'd say it's a green light. Everything runs good. It looks good. One little tear in the seat that they're going to fix, but aside from that, it's a good truck. So I think we got ourselves a winner. It's a lot of truck. I've had a truck, but I've never had like a... So to me, a truck is something you beat up and you throw stuff in the back
Grandpa's
of and you
old
haul.
truck.
It's Grandpa's old truck. So this was a little intimidating because this isn't Grandpa's truck. This is
Pretty.
a tow truck, and it's meant to tow, and it's nice and classy. But it checked all the boxes, and it made me smile when I drove it. So
That's
we
important.
brought it home.
The truck, then I might be Daddy. Easy, don't go after that. I see it. Yeah, I see it. It's right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you love it? Easy's trying to climb up. You can put those, oh, his butt.
Hi, buddy.
You can put those, what do you think? Is it pretty? Oh, look how pretty it is. Look at that. Look at the
hookup back here. You see the hookup.
Look at how pretty this is. Okay. Okay, it's comfy.
I call the front middle seat.
You want to go for a ride? You want to go with?
Sure, are you gonna unhook or no?
Well, I guess I could unhook, and then we could take it to you.
All right, so the truck's there. While he was off doing that,
The dealership delivered the trailer to the house. Since we didn't have a truck to tow it there, we had them deliver it, and so it just arrived.
and the kids went crazy.
Just
Yes! Inside!
okay. Wipe your feet off.
This is the exact one! The couches are up! I'm gonna check out mommy's and daddy's. This is why does this look so much more difficult when you first look at it? Do you have massage on, Chief? Massaging now is good. Oh, now it's vibrating like it has cable.
No, antenna. What?
I want to sleep in here tonight.
Okay, this is it. It has been a very long few days. Everyone looks an absolute mess. It's Thanksgiving. We're already running late. Okay, we are about to pull away and trying not to get emotional, honestly. I'm trying to compartmentalize. There's a lot of memories, a lot of good times. So much has happened in this house. I really haven't let it hit me or sink in because we've been so busy and I'm so excited about the future, but I am sad to leave. I am sad. This is home. It's weird. It's so surreal. It's not even real. It's like fake. I'm not even living my life. Well, I appreciate this house and I appreciate all of the memories it's given us, all the security it's given us over the years. We've gone through so many ups and downs, unemployment, starting a business, foster kids, adoption, 3 little babies being brought into the world. It's crazy. I'm gonna take a few minutes and just be by myself. Not film it. Kind of just say goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye.
Okay, so we pulled away. I followed Jason, and I have an emotional breakdown. Like literally, there were no kids in the car. I could let it out, and that's what this was.
Okay, so Jason's in front of me and we're driving and we just left the house. And I'm so excited for this new adventure. I'm so excited for, like, it's crazy. Who lives in an RV, you know? But I am a bit emotional because there are so many memories in that house. And we're leaving them. I'm a lot scared. I feel like the house provided security for us, and although we'll have our house like behind us at all times, what happens if something happens to the vehicle? What happens if we get in an accident? All of everything we own is destroyed. So I'm a little emotional. It's a closed chapter, and for me that's always difficult. I'm a wanderer and someone who likes to explore, so at heart there's probably a little gypsy in me, and I'm so excited for that part. But it's been nice to have security. I'm so excited, but I think we've been rushing and doing for 6 months. We've been planning this 7 months. It's finally here. The day is here. We have pulled away from the house in our new house on wheels, and I'm a little sad to leave. But we're documenting everything. And the kids aren't in the car, so they can't see me bawling like a baby.
What? It was sad. It was sad. I was like, and then like, I was a nervous wreck pulling away because like literally I'm behind you and I'm like, my entire life is right there. Mm-hmm. If we like crash, if something happens, like everything we've worked for is like gone. And so I was a little stressed.
Kind of gone. We have insurance. We have all that stuff. So
yeah.
It's still there, but I'm towing the rig, so yes, I'm aware of those same
thoughts.
Those
Is
same
it
things
stressful?
run through my head.
Luckily, we had a couple of weeks to stay nearby, just like a few miles up the road at a friend's house, so we could get things ready, pack, unpack. From here, what we're going to do is kind of share the rest of that journey with you. We're going to talk about kind of like our feelings along the way and share all of our adventures and, yeah, be real about what this whole journey has been. We'll also give tips and advice and anything else we can think of along the way. And in addition to that, we'll still do our silly, goofy videos. But I wanted to start at the very beginning with all of this before I just jumped into sharing things with you, because I wanted to really explain the process and kind of like start from the very beginning. So that's what this is, and now we'll just spit out these videos so you can see and get you up to date with us. Welcome to season 1 of the Runaway Parents. Thanks for subscribing. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
You got a booger in your eye. Get the booger out! Yeah, you're good.
We're prepared for anything. We want to be prepared for water.
We want to be
so
prepared.
instead of having a 55-gallon drum, we had 10.
Right.
Because 10 is better than 1, right?
Listen, I've never said that I wasn't extra. If I do something, I go big or go home, kind of a thing.
We know.
Right. Okay. Let's not. This isn't a pick on Liz session.
But
Let me get it. Something's coming out. Get out of there!
crab walk.
Okay, so this is where. Hey, you be quiet.